happening right now. Budget discussions are underway at San Diego City Hall. City Council has to make some really tough decisions on how to balance this year's budget with a staggering more than $250 million deficit.
CBS 8's Kelly Hessedal joins us live from City Hall. Kelly, Mayor Gloria put his budget proposal out there. It includes cuts to library hours, recreation centers, consolidating a police substation. I imagine the council members, they're ready to get an earful from the public tonight on all this.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we did hear some public comment this morning, but we are expecting to hear a lot more this evening here at City Hall. Now, Mayor Todd Gloria spoke to reporters today and made it clear, you know, these decisions aren't easy. A lot of these cuts that have to be made are tough to talk about, but he says it's possible, you know, there could be some changes, though he says it boils down to this.
Final decision makers on this are the city council. I can only propose a budget, they have to adopt it. So any changes are possible. But I will tell you, any restoration has to be met or brought forward with another cut somewhere else. And invariably, you're just trading one constituency for another in terms of who's frustrated by what's been reduced.
And Mayor Todd Gloria talked to the media in Kearny Mesa as he announced that the city will be consolidating office space and moving 400 city employees from a building on B Street downtown up to 2 city-owned properties in Kearny Mesa. Now, he says the move will save taxpayers $13 million over the next 5 years because they'll no longer be paying as much rent to a private landlord for that downtown space. Now, meanwhile, budget discussions have been happening inside council chambers all day long. There's been a lot of talk about how cuts are already happening at the federal level. And so if you add to that cuts at the local level, some groups say they're really hurting. We heard from some people from the arts community. The mayor is proposing a 10% reduction in funding. Here's Christine Martinez of Arts and Culture, San Diego.
What we ask is that there are no additional cuts beyond what has been identified in the draft budget by the mayor. We understand that things will be cut, and this is just how it's going to go this year, but if you could not cut us further, because a lot of these programs are really feeling the pain. You'll be speaking to?
And we also heard from a director with the Fleet Science Center who told the council it's already received word from the federal government that $4 million in funding has been cut. So he too urged the council not to impose any additional reductions. So back out here live, the mayor's office will issue its revised budget proposal on May 14th. So if you feel strongly about something, tonight is the night to speak out. Public comment expected to begin about 6 p.m. tonight. My colleague Richard Allen will have a live report coming up on CBS 8 at 6 o'clock. We'll also be streaming the public comment live on CBS 8+. Carlo and Anna.
Kelly, the budget's very tough this year, and we know that revenue is a big deal, especially long-term revenue streams. Is there any talk today about that and how they develop new, maybe larger streams of revenue?
Yeah, there was actually someone who spoke out during public comment this morning mentioned why not start charging tourists for parking at the San Diego Zoo. He says, you know, so many people visit the zoo from out of town every year. Why don't we charge for parking? SeaWorld, Safari Park charge anywhere from $20 to $30 to park there. So this is something that could bring in millions of dollars. Councilmember Shanila Rivera seemed to like the idea. He seemed to be on board with it. He mentioned the fact that they're potentially going to start charging for parking at Balboa Park soon. So he says this is something that we should look into as well. So it's possible we could hear more about this down the road.
And we just keep paying and paying and paying. Okay, Kelly, thank you.